This is Stephanie with the Department of Natural Resources Aquaculture Division, and I'm going to go over how to complete the Maryland Monthly Shellfish Aquaculture Harvest Report form. Each year you receive a packet that includes 12 of the harvest report forms, envelopes, and bar-coded labels for each month of the year. In this example, we're going to complete a report for a month in which there was no harvest. You are required to report every month even if you are not harvesting from your lease. Down here on the right-hand side, you can see that we've already put our mailing label on. If for some reason you don't have your mailing label, you can write this information right here on the report. At the top of the form, we're going to complete the month for which we are reporting the harvest and the lease number right there. If you do have multiple leases, you can put multiple reports in one envelope. I'm going to choose my species. And because I'm not going to have harvest, I'm going to come over here and indicate that by marking this box and showing which month we will not be harvesting. In the center of the report, you can write no harvest. And then remember to come down to the bottom of the form. And here you're going to print your name. And sign the report. Only a primary leaseholder or a permittee is authorized to sign the report. The reports are due in our office no later than the 10th of the following month. So for May, this report, we're going to make sure we send it in and sign it by the 1st of June. In this example, we're going to complete a report where there's going to be more than 1 month with no harvest. We already have our label attached here on the report, and up here in the top we have our month, our lease number, and the species. We've already marked that there is no harvest, but this time we're going to show that from January through May we are not going to be harvesting on this lease. You can take the labels and affix them here on the back. A good example of this is for the summertime harvest season where you might not declare to harvest, and you can declare all 4 months for no harvest. Remember to come down here to the bottom and sign. Only the primary leaseholder or permittee can sign, and that it would be in by the 10th of the month in our office. In our final example, we're going to complete a harvest report for a month in which you actually had harvest from your lease. On the report, we have the month label attached down here, and at the top of the report, we're going to come up and complete our month and lease information. This will be for May, off of our lease, and I was harvesting oysters. The first column is for the date of harvest. This is where you would write the date that you were harvesting. The harvest start time is defined as the time the first lot of shellfish is taken from the water. And we're going to ask you to put down whether that is AM or PM. The quantity harvested, you choose individuals or bushels. In this case, we're going to harvest by the bushel, and we took in 6 bushels of oysters that day. The harvest gear type, this is going to be a submerged land lease, and so I'm going to use a power dredge. To whom the shellfish were sold to is only to a certified dealer, and you must put down the dealer certification number, not the dealer number itself. So I'm going to put in my complete DHMH number. For Port Accretive Landing, this is where you landed your oysters. And I'm going to land at Tillman. And you're required to put down the farm-raised shellfish harvest tag numbers. I'll put my numbers in. I don't have to write the complete number over because I'm going to be doing it as a sequence for each of the bushels that are harvested. I've gone ahead and completed the rest of the harvest for the month. I've filled in each of the days, the harvest start time, and even that I changed to do some afternoon harvest by indicating the PM over here. I have an accurate list of the bushels that were harvested. I continued to use a power dredge the entire month. I did change my dealers here, so I used a different shellfish certification number. I always landed at Tillman, and you can see I changed the series of my tags, but kept reporting the sequence. The last thing to do is to come to the bottom corner of the form here, and you're going to sign that this is an accurate description of what you did on your lease for that month. So I'm going to write in my name. And only a primary leaseholder or permittee is permitted to sign the form. Harvest reports are due in our office no later than the 10th of the following month. So for a May report, I need to be sure I get this report in by the 10th of June. And that's all there is to it.